Greetings and welcome to another excellent, I hope, World of Tanks video. If you have not seen my 3 videos I made about the catastrophe of December the 2nd, you should check those out. I'm going to make references to those because I know that a lot of people had to have been screwed by that. I was unaffected. I couldn't even tell you. I don't even normally do what I did. But I was fixated on finishing off my black tank urn operation, and in so doing, completed my long haul, etc. I did everything that I needed to have done, and so yesterday, the 2nd, was a goof-off day where I was, working on making some videos, etc. And then I was locked out, as so many people were, and I had people contacting me, are you in the game, etc., etc. So you can check that out yourself. And so I wanted to get on here, and I saw stuff was going on, and I want to start off with showing you what I consider to be, resonating from the lockout. So the first thing, this is essentially what's new Tuesday, and of course as the opening day of the new season, Winterfest. Oh man, these guys are dumb. I'm sorry. They're dumb if you're being nice. They're evil if you have been convinced that they're working to thwart your will. Tomato, tomato. Maybe you're somewhere, in between. On one hand, they're ignorant and just incompetent, and on the other hand, they're fully evil. Or maybe you're somewhere in between the two. I don't know. I'm not telling you how to think, obviously. I'm just giving you what my perceptions are. But this is the thing that jumped out at me. I was like, man, these guys are screwed. Let me go see how stupid they are, because this is where I'm living. I live that these guys hate your guts. I've gone to the full end. I'm like, there's just no way. But here, check this out. So you see, I'm in the store. There's a season pass, of course. There's your buying of gold if you want to do that. There's your offers. Let's do the free chest. Who knows what will happen? Oh, the garbage. Consumables that I don't use fire extinguishers, but I use the other two, so that's okay. So there's the offers. We'll get to the, don't even worry about that stuff. That's just common stuff. Now, this Raumpanzer is not a Halloween tank. This is not the Asterion. Okay? This is also not the Hot Wheels Dread Dozer. That's what it's called. Okay. So I'm just warning you. Is it cool? Yes, sort of. But you don't want the Raumpanzer, which means I guess Rampanzer, ramming armor. But you want the Asterion. I know, I have the Asterion Halloween tank. That tank is awesome in Halloween. Now I don't touch it the rest of the year. I could, Raumpanzer is kind of cool, but I have Asterion. Why would I need a Raumpanzer? Hey, everybody's different. I'm not mocking you if you like these things, because it's cool. All right? The Asterion is great in Halloween, but in Halloween, superpower is that it knocks tanks over and it flip-flops them. Fantastic. Now, this tank doesn't do that. But if you like the idea of this Tier 8 bladed tank, then more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just throwing out the objective info. It's not a Dread Dozer. That's the Hot Wheels you can't get. It's not the Asterion, which is the Halloween tank. So if you get the Rampanzer, as great as you might think it is, it will not do anything in Halloween. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want people to make a mistake in identifying that, ooh, that's the Halloween tank that rams you. No, it's not. But that is awesome, so just, keep your mind open like I did last year. I kept my eyes open for Halloween tanks if they showed up on sale, what have you. And like an idiot, I bought the Type 62 Chinese tank, the Dragon, but it's not the Halloween Dragon. So, oh well, I've made the mistake I'm warning you against. So don't do as I have done. Be careful, ask somebody. Because somebody that you know will know the answer. And if not, ask a question here to the video, because someone watching will see it and go, oh, they check the comments, and I do it myself, that even if I don't know the answer, I never pretend to know the answer. I know people who know the answer. So if someone asks me a question, hey, is the Rampanzer a Halloween tank? I know the answer is no, but if I didn't know, I have multiple guys that I would ask that question, because that is an objectively strong question to ask. Anyway, let's continue the Cold War tanks. Cold War tanks, what is this? Garbage, T95E2, it's garbage. That's okay. WZ111 and Jaguar, otherwise known as El Jaguar, just for fun, which is a missile. It's one of the few missile sniper tanks I don't have, because I never got a dirt cheap price on it. Half price. Minus 15%. GFY head, as Peter Griffin would say. Now, the Jaguar is essentially a souped up Era 3 version of the Rakuten Jagdpanzer II, which is a tech tree tank that costs silver only, no gold. So you can get that tank if you want to get the feel for what the Jaguar is like, a rocket only, flat tank, as opposed to the Weasel, which is rocket only, but it's a midget tank. So, I know Hayden has a Jaguar. He got it from one of those tank war chests or whatever it was. He won one of those. Okay, so he got his out of a chest, which was fantastic. But I don't see people dominating matches in Era 3 in the Jaguar. Not that it can't, I'm just saying I just don't see it. So I've seen Weasels dominate, Martyr A3, which is another tech tree tank in Era 3. So do I want the Jaguar? Yes, for dirt cheap, whatever that entails. If I got it from a war chest, great. If I got it from, maybe I might buy a 50% off one, depending. If someone gave it to me, that would be fine. But I'm not going to go and buy this for this price. It's ridiculous, all right? I don't need it. That doesn't mean I don't want it. I have a lot of those missile sniper tanks. I have the Era 3 Bradley. I went through that whole chain and got it. And then, actually yesterday, I was goofing around before I got locked out. I was goofing around with my Bradley. I adjusted some stuff and to see if the adjustments were made it better, and they did make it better. That's a different video entirely. But no, I would not recommend buying the Jaguar at this time for this price. Half price, yes. Okay, what do we have? World War II garbage. Tier 8 sniper tank, great in a Tier 8 match, but since you're going to be fed to Tier 9s and Tier 10s, no, I don't buy Tier 8 tanks. That's what people who don't know, people who are ignorant of being food for Tier 10s. I don't even play high tier tanks because there's nothing to be gained in it. For me, that's my opinion. Your opinion can be different, and we can coexist, with different opinions. That doesn't bother me. I just don't waste my time. I'm not there to be food for 9s and 10s. Sorry, bye. I use this on my, actually, now that's almost true. I almost used this tank during you can use this on one of the contracts, tier 5 medium. Instead of this one, I was going to use this tank, and I saw that I had the Girls und Panzer, almost exactly the same tank. It's just different artwork. I go, I hadn't played that one very much, so I played that one instead. This one is, these tanks are just this close. One of them's got like +1 vision over the other one. The other tank has like -1 or +1 in some other. It's just so close to being the same tank, it's ridiculous. All right, so the Kraft Panzer IV and the Girls und Panzer IV are also, they're just almost identical. All right, it's like the Citadel Tiger and the Tiger 217. They're almost identical, to the last deal. So they're basically twins. So this tank's very good if you're going to play one of the contracts that gives you, whatever the contracts available. There's 3 contracts available. I don't remember which one is which. Who cares? You can check for yourself. It's no big deal. All right. What the heck is this? T-54 first prototype next. I don't waste my time. Same thing. Garage Gems. Canon de Assault. Got it from a war chest. Otherwise, no. No for all of that stuff. Okay. So basically, we have the season pass, and it's really bugging me because this is the thing that bugs me. I saw this, and I'm like, where's the long haul? There's no long haul. And also, what you'll also notice now, there's no long haul here in the challenges. There should be a long haul. I found the answer for this. I researched it and figured it out. But since there's no long haul, go back to the store, dummy. Season pass, gold, offers, Cold War tanks, World War II tanks, convert resources, and premium. Do you notice what's missing? Some of you will notice this instantly, others not so instantly until I mention it. The thing that's missing is war chests. They're missing. So I went to their news website, and the war chests are gone. They have been removed for the time being, undetermined. I don't know if that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I have no idea. They don't tell you. I'm like, after the fiasco of screwing unknown thousands of players, has to be, on the Black Tank Urn operations and season completion. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Due to different games that was being played, my friend Hayden, he's 13. He was playing Fortnite, and he worked on it yesterday early by American standards because he lives in England. He's 6 hours ahead of me. Okay, so it was in the. I talked to him and his father in the evening, because it was, well, in the British evening. It was the afternoon, early afternoon here, 1 o'clock, I think is what it was. And I joined their party, and his dad is like, "Good evening, sir." And I'm like, that was awesome because of the 6-hour time difference. So I was like, yeah, how's it going, you guys? What have you? So they were working on Hayden's season progress. He finished the season off before the fiasco hit because he had been working on the tanks season and also on the Fortnite season. Now, I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know the intricacies of that activity, but that's, it's fine. He's just, having fun. Luckily for him, this stuff all occurred past his bedtime, essentially. All right? That's the key. So he lucked out. But I'm in Central Time Zone of America. People to the west of me, Hawaii, for example, some of these guys, um, you know, may have gotten back at a reasonable time for them. But East Coast, America, and if you're Atlantic time zone for Canada, you're probably screwed. I mean, they probably got completely screwed. Brownie is there, left me a message. Um, I'll get to him, and when we're done with this. But I know thousands of people had to be screwed by the fiasco because of the fiasco of the black tanks, um, earn operation, etc. I don't know what's happened, but whatever's happened has been bad, and I had a video about that. But I checked; there's been no mention of any of that lockout with the stupid, download, forced download that blocked you from playing the game for several hours. Again, at least I was able to spend some of that time working on videos that I had already recorded, editing and what have you. I was able to make time out of it because my whole plan was for Monday, yesterday, to be a video editing or what have you day. But I did, goof around a little bit with some just, like I said, I goofed around with my Era 3 M3A2 Bradley, tuned it up, etc. Talked to Hayden, talked to his father because I was checking on him. Because the thing was with Hayden, it was like Friday. I had talked to him and said, hey, if you finish your season, I'll buy you the next season, okay? Because he had been off playing a lot of Fortnite. He goes, ooh, I have an incentive. I go, well, there you go. So yesterday I was like talking to him and I go, well, what's the deal? He goes, well, I'm getting pretty close. I'm like, okay, that's great. And then he finally got it and he goes, that'll teach you for making a deal with the devil. And I'm like, what is that? He goes, he finished his season, so I owe him the season, which I'm going to get for him. I haven't done it yet, but it's pretty funny. He said it was a win-win opportunity, and I said, no, it was a lose-lose opportunity. I go, if you don't make it through the season, you're going to miss out on the Era 3 EE medium tank. You lose. I go, if you do make it through the season, then I owe you the season pass, which means I lose. So it wasn't a win-win setup that it is the correct format. It's not a win-win scenario that I set up with him on the offer that I made to him. It was a lose-lose scenario where either he loses out on the completion of the season for Halloween, or I lose and I got to pay 2,000 gold to buy a season. So I thought that was very funny, and I hope you guys find it to also be ironically funny, because he's a good kid, and it was just really hilarious. His dad thought that was also a great line, so that was great for me. So that is basically the core of the What's New Tuesday. I don't know. They screwed people. I had 3 videos about this. If you haven't seen them, you might want to watch them. One of those videos has over 500 views. I had no idea. I'm like, I know people were just the outrage for the silver, the 100 million silver tanks was ridiculous. I have another video upcoming on that, which will be fantastic. So check out my other videos, see what's going on, either yesterday's videos and also the ones that are coming out today, because I'm going to make the silver video, and there's another video that I can't think of at the moment, but whatever, it'll be out there. So I want to thank you guys for watching this. Tell your friends, warn them about the season. There's no long hauls, there's no access except through the season to war chest right now. They're completely missing. You cannot buy war chests at all. So if you don't have enough gold to pay for the season, I'd say wait and see what happens. But I don't buy gold from the store. Okay, let me just throw that out there real quick. Let me go right here. I never do this. I only buy war chests, like 11 pack of war chests, for example, and gamble my way to getting enough gold, because I have the setup of prize tanks already in my garage. So that's just me. It's a different story. Regular people who don't have a lot of tanks, or people at this point right now, December the 3rd, this first week of the season, there's no war chest. Your only choices are to buy straight gold from the store like this, or don't buy it at all and just wait. Do whatever floats your boat. One of the things I'll tell you, I'll remind you if you don't know this, if you pay for the season pass and earn a tank and season pass that you already own, they pay you in silver, not gold. The only way you get a gold refund for a tank is if the tank comes from a war chest that is sold for money. If the tank comes from a war chest that is sold for gold, you would get a refund tank and be paid in silver. If you got a war chest, private, sergeant, general, that they sell at any time for actual currency from whatever nation you're in, and you get a tank that you already have, that refund comes to you in gold. All right, that's the thing. So you got it's very specific. So there's no way for you to get gold right now unless you have the season pass or have the gold to buy it, which I had the gold to buy mine, Hayden's, and Brownie. Brownie had his birthday on Thanksgiving, so I told him I would buy him the season pass as well. I've got all that covered, so I got to buy those, and then if any of us pulls a tank that we already have from one of those private, sergeant, or general war chests from the season, private war chest stage 55, sergeant stage 69, general and private for the insane who do stage 90 in a week. Again, those are all potentially refund tank options. That's the only way we could get a gold refund, or you could get one if you had the tank that was already there, and blah blah blah. Now I did check the war chest. The current prizes are still the same as the prizes that were in the Halloween war chest stash. So you could go check that on the website yourself, but whatever. Anyway, so this covers all the ins and outs of what's new Tuesday, first day, opening day, Winterfest 2024. I don't know what I'm going to do, but hope you guys have fun. That's the key. That's the thing. Check out my other videos. I'm going to have some other info, humorous, what have you, on other upcoming videos today. So thanks again for watching. Tell your friends. Look forward to seeing you guys in another one of my 1,700 plus videos available. And as always, like and subscribe.